Greetings, beautiful being. Thank you for tuning in to Movement Medicine Morsels. We're continuing our week on Antidotes to Overwhelm through the lens of the 5 kosha or 5-layer theory of yoga. The idea that we are not a body separate from a mind, separate from our emotions, but in fact we are an interwoven union of body, energy, mind, emotions, wisdom, and also bliss. So today we're looking at the wisdom body, Vijnanamaya kosha, and Jnana is wisdom, and V would be with. So how does wisdom or greater understanding assist us in our balance, in our healing, in our harmonizing? Now, of course, since I've just also reminded myself and all of us that you can't really undo one of these bodies from the other ones, we can put a little spotlight on it, but all of the bodies are included. So we will, of course, include some movement and some breathing, but this kosha is a little bit more about our layer. Kosha or sheath or layer is about where do we orient our mind. Our minds are always moving. That's just the nature of the mind. Yes, in meditation we do put our efforts towards quieting the mind. We talked a little bit about that in yesterday's session as well. The movements of the mind called vritti. So how do we choose to orient the mind? For example, if we're always thinking about what's going wrong, that has an effect on our bodies, our energy, our emotions. So for example, if you're watching a lot of pandemic news, it can be quite overwhelming, and it would be no surprise if you're feeling exhausted and actually a little bit worse when you tune into that. Also notice how you feel when you're with someone who always takes a negative view or is always complaining. And how do you feel if you've been with that person? To see the opposite, just to test the other flavor, what does it feel like when you are with someone who is inspiring you? Or when you are remembering your true, beautiful nature, that you are a child of God or the universe, and that you have access to all of your magnificent resources and can in fact feel gratitude, joy, and look for the blessings even in the difficulties of the corona time. That's just a little taste. So that's enough chit-chat. Let's get to some of the practicing. So let's settle ourselves in our vertical alignment. And vertical alignment is already a practice of aligning all the parts of ourselves with the laws of nature and with the laws of goodness. So we do really have to pick we do have to pick a camp. We have to pick whether we believe that everything is falling apart and that's all that's happening, or do we believe that there is still something beautiful, good, and true within humanity, and that there are shifts happening in consciousness and so forth. I know I prefer to align myself with the latter, but it really is a choice, because what energy we choose to align ourselves with is also going to affect everything inside us, and it will also have an effect on those who come into our sphere and are around us. So vertical alignment, we do this in every session. It's a commitment to a beautiful universe and our role in it. So planting the feet and really feeling your feet, and really feel that your feet are your portals to the beautiful support of our earth and to feeling grounded and stable. If you're seated, feel the same thing in your sit bones. And if you need to move or wiggle to bring a little bit more sensory awareness to these places, please do. Because as we go inside and really feel, and that's called interoception, what we're feeling on the inside, that can give us a lot of information. We can also, when we get quiet, tap into what we can call the collective unconscious, or our insights and intuitions, but we have to be still and practiced so that we don't We don't mix up our fantasies for intuition. So we do have to spend some time getting grounded and getting our some of the pieces of our flying personalities a little bit out of the way. So we have our roots through our feet and our sit bones, and allow that gentle, effervescent lift through the center channel of the spine and up through the lightness of the skull. And imagine that your mind is able to release any cobwebs, so we can even do a brushing action using our beautiful hands to just clear away any cobwebs of our thinking, so that we can open ourselves up to outrageous optimism and potential, as one of my friends likes to call it, and see what that feels like. And allow that gentle lift, that connection to the heavens, to a soul star above, to the planets. And a soft smile also keeps our nervous system feeling safe and reminds us that we can choose an affirmative view, and we can come from our resources rather than from depletion. So let's breathe with this. In fact, let's place our hands over the heart center, and place your hands with just enough contact that you might be able to feel the beat of your own precious heart. And we're using the center of the breastbone as the home of the energetic heart, not the organ heart, which is usually a little to the left, but the home of the energetic heart. And feel your own heartbeat. And smile and breathe into this magic and mystery of this phenomenal muscle and also center of consciousness that reminds us of love and absolute faith, unwavering devotion, because that heart is beating from within the womb, and it's formed in the womb before the brain, before the mind. That's a good metaphor right there, and truth. And it keeps beating until the very end. Our faithful friend loving us and supporting us. So feeling love and appreciation for our beautiful heart organ, and also for the love in our heart center. And let this love circulate inside your own body. It's not just something to give to others, but let's make sure that we're circulating it within ourselves for our own health and well-being, to settle any doubts, and to circulate kindness and compassion down to our toes, through our legs. Imagine this love through your organs, your hips, your back, down through your thighs and knees, lower legs, ankles, feet, toes, and into your connection to the earth. And also feel this love in your shoulders, arms, elbows, forearms, wrists, hands, and fingers, circulating back into the heart. And feel this love traveling freely through your throat, into your brain, and into your face. And let your face relax into your natural face. Not a face for anyone else's benefit, to look pretty or attractive or interested, but just your natural, beautiful face. And imagine that this breath of love can circulate simultaneously into every cell of your being, and also into your thoughts, into your emotions, and into your internal alignment, your vertical alignment, knowing that you're connected to the laws of nature, to something bigger than yourself that can be an ally, and also to one another, that we are not separate. And see what it feels like to be in this energy for a few more moments in our own silence together. And gently open your eyes if they've been closed, and lower your hands without losing this state. And I'd like to invite you to bring this state into a simple version of sun salutation, which can be done seated or standing or visualized in a lying down position. And let's use these movements to circulate the love and the inspiration further through every part of ourselves, so that we remember where our strength comes from. So in the sun salutation, we're looking at the energy and the heat and the life-giving blessings of the sun itself, warmth, light, and we're also looking to share this light with the earth, her stability, our foundation, and also spreading this all over the place and through ourselves. So that's one of the ways I like to think about it. And again, I'm going to stand up. You can stay seated and refresh your vertical alignment so you can contact your feet. Feel a sense of your whole body being ready, in the mood, lit up. And let's rest our hands in a prayer gesture to remember the heart. And smile and take 1 or 2 breaths, just feeling that you are in the presence of beauty and wisdom. And take an inhalation, preparing, and exhale, lower the fingers and gaze to the earth, the foundation. Inhale, open your palms and lift up all of yourself to touch the sky and be touched by the sky. And exhale, bring the hands down as though you're moving light and air. Inhale, press against the earth to feel the foundation. Lift your whole being to be embraced by the sun. And exhale, bring the light of the sun in a halo around yourself. And let's take it a little further in movement. Inhaling, reaching up with joy. Exhaling, folding over. It can be a little bit or a lot. I've rounded my back a bit. And now on the inhalation, let the sun of the heart open and beam. Exhale, bring the waistline back and fold. Relax the arms. Inhale and rise up, pressing down on the earth and reaching up to the sky. And exhale, lowering the arms. Let's do that one again and enjoy it. Let it be you telling a story through every part of yourself. Touching the heights. Exhale, blessing the earth. Inhale, opening up the light of your own heart sun. Exhale, folding, connecting to the earth. And now inhale from the earth, rising up, being embraced by the sun and the sky. And let's bring the blessings to rest at home in the heart. Take a moment and pause. We'll do it one more time in a moment. And just feel into where you are right now. Feel into your intention. Intention is a very big part of this antidote to stress. What do you believe? And where are you connecting? Where are you connecting your inner vision and your inner belief? And we're doing this practice today to strengthen our inner resources so that we have more love to give ourselves and to others. And we can also contribute, because we're all connected, to what's going on with everyone and all sentient beings everywhere. So settling at the heart, tuning in, waking up the flame of love within you. Take an inhalation here and exhale, bring this love to connect to our beautiful earth. Inhale, the love is rising, earth, you, touching the sun and the sky. Exhale and melting over into a gentle, surrendered bow. Inhale, opening up across the horizon, letting the heart shine. Exhale, gentle bow, relaxing. Inhale, rising up, earth, you, sky. And exhale, coming back home to the heart, standing, sitting, or maybe you're lying down and visualizing, and gently smiling. We'll do one more. Inhale, heart energy. Exhale, connecting heart and earth and receiving from the earth And from the earth, the energy comes all the way through us and connects to the sky and the sun. And exhale, melting over. Inhale, activating and shining, gently receiving. Exhale, melting, relaxing. Inhale, rising up with all parts of yourself in union with the bigger whole and with your whole self. And coming back to relax at the heart. And either standing or sitting, let yourself feel your own heart center a little bit longer. How does it feel after having practiced some simple movements with perhaps a little bit more awareness of where you're aiming your mind and your beliefs, your intentions as you're practicing? And does this give a different quality or richness to your experience? And do you feel a little stronger in terms of facing and responding with creativity to the things that are happening around? Because we're not able to change what's happening around us or to us, but we're always in the driver's seat about how we're going to respond to these things and how we're going to resource ourselves or take breaks in between the onslaughts and rebuild our internal resources. So please drop me a line if you felt any of this intention made a difference for you, and I always love hearing from you. Oh, we're getting sunbeams coming in now as the light changes in my beautiful space here. Many blessings, and we'll see you again, and much love.